Welcome back to the Masters of Recon podcast, your top automotive refinishing podcast with your hosts, Corey Kleinfeld
and Ryan Brewer. Enjoy the show, everyone.
Hat on. Everybody's got hats on.
Welcome back to the Masters of Recon podcast. Today we have Dan Rechichi with a hat on, which we don't use the video anyways, but we all got hats on now. Dan Rechichi is out of Rochester, New York. He has been a dent guy for 15 years, so he's in good company with the dent guys here. And he also has a RestorFX Center since 2023. We've brought Dan Rechichi on here because he has not seen RestorFX take off. We're going to define what takeoff means, and then we're going to try to help him see if we can get this thing to do the takeoff that he wants. And in the meantime, you guys will learn as well. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Great.
Thanks for having me.
Always love talking to you, Dan.
What's
I know
up,
we've done this a
Dan?
couple times over the years.
Dan's easy to talk to.
It really is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody kind of knows where they stand while we're talking, and I'm kind of an open book.
So tell us first of all how you saw RestorFX, why you brought that on as your additional service.
Well, number one, being a great product, like being able to take something that totally looks ridiculous and bring it back to shining like it's a new vehicle, like the wow factor for customers and dealers is great. It's supposed to be a scalable business.
He said it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
I know that I'm not going to push dents. Like I don't push that much in my own shop as it is right now, because I'm always running around like an idiot trying to either get RestorFX in or this or that.
Like every other business owner.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Well, and I mean, for the past 15 years, that's always been my thing. Like, if you can't step outside and go do something else, you really don't own a business. You're
Right.
just self-employed, right?
Right.
You just got a good job for yourself, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, my goal has always been able to try to get it where you have people that are working for you that can handle things that you're bringing in the door. And then you can step in if something at a higher level needs to be handled or talked to about or whatever. Like with their RestorFX, I know some guys, they'll just send their employees and they won't go learn how to do installs
Right.
or actually do installs to the point where if somebody's out sick or something, the car can still get done. And it was funny when Alex came out for advanced, he's like, well, I didn't know you installed. I'm like, who the heck do you think's solving all the problems here? Like, that's where my old body shop background kind of helped, like, oh, well, this is doing this, maybe we should do this, but it's supposed to be a scalable business, and I'm looking to see something that can take care of me longer than just paintless dent repair, like, and
Yeah.
open additional centers in the area or what have you.
It's definitely more scalable than PDR, that's for sure. Still not easily scalable,
yeah.
but
So-
do you have any employees, Dan?
So I had one, he was with me for about a year and a half, and I'd had priors. Hard to keep employees. This one was a detailer. He was a great installer, but I still think he had that detail mindset, and trying to make everything perfect without installing the coating, where the coating that's what the coating's for. Like that's why this is supposed to be easy. But he ended up going back to detailing at a higher end. Like, he likes, the young kid likes all the exotic cars and stuff like that. So I just don't think we were bringing enough exotics in for him or whatever. They offered him more money, and I'm like, well, you could be making that if we were getting these cars out. You could be on a commission base at like 40% of the vehicles coming through the shop, but if you can't do it.
Would you say that the biggest problem in your RestorFX business is employees or getting the work in?
I have found how to get the work in at the dealerships. They love me.
Yeah.
I when Joe was going well, I got Josh is back here working the front end again,
Nice. Yeah.
paying him a mint, and
What'd you say?
so I'm paying him a mint.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, yeah, he
Yeah,
left. Yeah, Josh was. So you're. I know Josh. I met him. He
yep,
worked for you back in the day, and then went back to like the parts dealer, wholesale parts, or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
API, so
API.
Auto
Yeah.
Parts International.
Yeah.
On the
Came back.
management end, he was supposed to become a regional manager and things like that.
That sold him
Um,
bill of goods.
well, the same thing I told them the first time. They're going to tell you you're going to make X, but you're going to do 6 different people's jobs. So what are
Yeah.
you
Right.
really making? What's your
Right.
salary for each one of those jobs that you're doing?
And
You know,
is he your only employee too, or do you have a dent guys or a
I have
dent
a
guy?
dent guy as well. Yaroslav's been with me for what, 3 years now.
Nice. Okay.
Um, so
Okay. So you got an office man.
But
You got like a manager and a dent guy.
yep, yep, and
but
a
actual
RestorFX guy.
installers, yeah.
Yeah.
So installers are your biggest problem.
Yeah, yeah, because when
Okay.
we were going pretty decent with Joe, I picked up a Mercedes and a BMW dealership. Um, they love the product. Um, I was walking the lots, marking the cars, grabbing cars. Um, but then as soon as I start to get some momentum, then the installer decides he wants to go back and do something else.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, well, I've already got 6 jobs. I can't be out walking the car lot finding more cars to do because I've got all this to do. And so right now, um, I've been working with Ryan K on Indeed. We've been going through some employment applications. We're actually implementing the personality test.
Thank you. I
Uh,
was about to explain that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, well, and like even I had a detailer that applied. He's a detailer at one of the dealerships, and he didn't come back like in the category that we're kind of looking for. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to trust this because what I'm doing and how I'm feeling isn't working, right?
Right.
Um, so we're going to find out. I've got 2 gentlemen that are supposed to come in. I'm going to pay them for a few hours. They're going to come in and shadow, kind of see what's involved in the job and everything. Um, Number one, they can see what they're doing and see if they want to actually make that leap and not like make that leap and just stay there and hate it.
Yeah.
And then I can kind of see what their skill sets are too, um, and get to know them a little bit. Because I'm hiring outside of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like I've always hired other technicians that I know or technicians that knew technicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when Ryan
So
and Alex and all them tell us like the best installers are the ones that never worked in the car industry, and I'm like, yeah, you're crazy, right?
I
Well,
can't believe it. Well, I've been
I'm
in the
telling you, the install, like we lost all of our employees at the first of the year, and I had no installers. And luckily I had a guy that was a prepper back in the day for us that left for some other reasons, and he came back, and
Okay.
I offered him a job. I actually offered him a job in management and sales because he was good on that aspect. And I looked
Mhm,
at him and I said like 2 weeks to him, and I said, "Hey dude, you're gonna have to start installing cars." And he was like,
mhm.
"Dude, I can get it." And then like I worked with him for like 2 weeks, and now he's the best installer. He's doing better quality jobs than the guys that were working for me for 4 and 5 years.
That's
Like,
awesome.
and this dude came from playing football for LSU. Like, he had no idea how to work on a car. Now he knows how to take cars apart. Like, his detail and quality is, I'm so happy about it. So
Mhm.
don't be scared about that. Don't be scared about the guys that aren't technicians.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
the the one has actually been like a line chef and a sous chef and
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
cook
dude,
and stuff like that.
yeah,
Attention to
I was
detail.
in that industry, and those guys they are very particular people. So,
Yeah. At least I know
it,
he's good. He uses his hands and
yeah.
he can work under stress, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Um,
he
for
can
sure.
work. He can
so
work in the heat too. So
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
That's
shop's
funny.
not air conditioned, and with the
yeah,
climate changes, we've definitely been getting hotter out here. So
yeah.
Um, I gotta ask, open book, Dan. how much were you paying the guy, and how much did he want to make?
The technician that I had,
That he said, "Oh, I would have stayed," but
$21.50 an hour and paying his health care.
That's so wild. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
how much is healthcare? Like $500 a month, $400 a month, something like that.
$580 a month for a single health plan. Or actually, I adjusted his pay from what he started at. I adjusted it to half of what the healthcare was, and then paid half the healthcare.
Right.
Further technician hiring kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he went back to his old job that he left to come here because he was just like, he's paid cash under the table, not a W-2 employee. He couldn't buy anything, whatever. He went back there. They're going to pay him $30 an hour. Under the table. Under the table.
Yeah. Here's one thing with the personality test that I've learned.
And I'm like, you're at 26 here, dude. You
No,
know,
he's at 24.85.
Okay.
24.85.
I pay my guy almost $29 an hour, my lead installer.
Mm-hmm. Which I wouldn't have a problem with.
Yeah.
But I had $600 cars that are taking 3 days.
Yeah.
So that math does not work out if it takes a day or sometimes 2 in a day.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm literally paying to have their cars done.
Right. Yeah.
And then some.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. And I stepped out of the conversation piece. And I let Josh kind of handle it. And Josh sat down with him and talked to him and stuff like that. And he just didn't like that. Like, it's like, because you guys have probably seen me on the group chat and stuff, like, out of all these centers, how long's it taken people to do cars, right? So, and what I told them is, I'm like, if I give you a day, I'm giving you twice as long as what it takes other centers to do one car. Like, I feel that's more than fair. And he didn't like that. So I was like, you know, and
if he could do a car a day, it makes sense.
Yeah, if he could produce, I would have gave him, you said 24. I would have gave him the $6 more an hour.
Yeah.
But I have to see return.
For sure, yeah.
I can't just pay it out. You know?
Yeah. My guy's a fantastic installer, and I don't want to lose him. So
absolutely.
It is what it is.
That's key. You got to keep up with those guys' goals. You got to ask your guys what their goals are, and it should constantly change. You know, so
depending on their life situation. Yeah.
Right. Yep. You're there as a business owner to make their goals happen, as long as they're tangible. Like, you can, like, they don't want a G5 jet. We've talked about this, right?
Yeah, your dreams got to be big enough so that every one of your employees' dreams fits inside of yours, or else it doesn't work. Yeah.
Like, my guy wanted to buy a better car. I mean, this guy was driving a super busted car, and I'm like, dude, you got to get a new car. And he's like, I've been wanting this new car, and he finally bought it literally last week. And like, and then I asked him, what's your next goal? You know, like, you got a car, so what's the next stuff? So we can help, and that could have helped you in that aspect of that first guy that you hired. Because I've had people work for us that they didn't care about healthcare. They didn't care about paying taxes. They cared about.
He's thinking short term though, getting paid under the table.
Right?
That's short term baby thinking. Man.
It's short term, and sometimes you can have a conversation with those people and say, like, you're thinking short term, and like kind of give set them in a path and give them goals, but you can see it right in their face instantly whether they're going to take that advice or not.
Right.
And then that's the ones that you have to be like, all right, he's probably not going to fit in our company. So along with personality tests and applications and stuff like that, I highly recommend getting what their like yearly, a year, 3-year, 5-year goals are. Because that's going to tell you who they are, right? If they say they have no goals, then I wouldn't have them in the shop at all.
You've got to want to obtain something, right?
And the goal to say, hey, yeah, I want to make more money. That's an excuse. Like, I don't, if I hear that, that's definitely a real turnoff for me. So, it's all stuff you need to look for.
Because it's always going to be about the dollar amount.
It's always, and I don't, like,
pretty much.
You don't need to tell me that. Like, I understand you making the most amount of money you can make is is in the back of your mind, and it's
Let's
in
just
my
have let's
Everybody
just
mind.
get you
wants
there.
that. Everybody
But
wants that, right?
I want to know what you're going to do with that money, right? That's
Yeah.
that's what tells me who you are as a
Yep.
person, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I want to make X, and I'm gonna go blow it all up my nose. Oh,
right.
okay. Well, this
Well,
probably
thank
isn't
you.
gonna work
Yeah,
out, right?
this will be a short
Um,
interview.
yeah. I had my first no-show interview yesterday. That was fun.
I
Those
had
are
a
the easy
guy.
ones.
I had a detailer a couple months ago that came in from detailing at a dealership. I said, "Look, same thing for you." I said, "Come in. I want to show you for 2 days what we do, how we do it. I'll pay you to do it." I mean, this guy, he lasted one day. The second day he came in at lunchtime, he came in and he said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna take my leave. I'm good." And I'm like, "Well, that's bad." Right? I'm like, I
Yeah.
appreciate the honesty, but he was just like, wasn't it wasn't for him, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep. Well,
So
I love the
it
job shadow for sure.
sucks. It sucks, but I would rather have them do that. You know what I mean? Like I had another guy come in for a shadow, and I went to reach back out to him, and he ghosted me. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm like, okay, like
Yep.
dodged a bullet there. You know?
Like that little bit of money you probably paid him to be there for that day or two
Yeah,
days, it actually
$100.
saved you a lot of money. So like
Priceless.
just
Oh
look
yeah.
at it that way. Look at the positive, not the negative.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yep.
So getting the work has not been a problem. And if you have a dent guy, a shop manager, if you had an installer that could actually do a car a day, um,
Uh,
then you'd be able to
yeah.
go find the work.
I'd
Yeah,
actually
talking
hire
about
two. I'd hire two guys at that point to
Yeah.
just to be able to go grab, because this dealer group that I'm in, once you're a vendor for them, you can go to any of their
Yeah.
dealerships, and all you need is a PO. And I can be like, hey, listen, we're doing BMWs and Mercedes that they're putting on the showroom floor when we're done.
right.
Give those guys a call. And, it should be a no-brainer. I have questioned like what I charge for an install, if
Mhm.
I would get more work if I lowered the price, but I don't want to think that way. I think 600 is more than fair for what we bring to the table.
To be
Um,
honest, like you can't go any lower. Like if you plan on
no,
scaling the business, like I've done it, you can't go lower than that and I say you can't, because obviously I'm
yep,
sure they have people out there doing it.
Well, the
But
number one RestorFX dealer in the ever always is like under 400 a car. So
yeah,
I know he's
well,
already scaled, but and
he also
maybe
has like a million people to
well,
pull
it's
work
yeah,
right.
from,
it's different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different,
right?
but
Yeah, I'm not saying it
um,
can't work, but
yeah,
that's not like that's not the normal.
it's not a good
That's
business
not
model.
the beginning.
No,
You don't
Yeah,
want to start that way, you know. If you
right.
get to the point where you got six installers and you need more work to keep everybody fed,
sure.
So talking
sure,
about
let's.
goals, like how many cars do you want to do a day? Like what's your goal? I know right now it's probably one, right, per day, but like what like let's look past
Half
that.
a
Let's
one.
like a year from now.
um, I want to get to the 3 to 5 cars a day.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I know
Yep.
And you
Ryan,
have shop space, right?
yeah, I mean, we've got a 5,000 square foot shop, and half of it is PDR and half of it's RestorFX. Like,
Yeah.
um, we got the Krenzel pressure washer and all that stuff. So, if we're
Yep.
gonna do a ceramic or something different for somebody, great. Um, but yeah, we definitely have the space for it. Um, I
Yeah, for
can
sure.
put, I think we got hit with hail the other year. I think I had 17 cars in here at night. You know, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to work it, but
Yeah.
Right.
so I mean, we got the room, we got the parking lot, um, plenty of room for it. I don't have a problem going out to the dealerships now and selling it.
Yeah.
I am on the digital marketing, like the ads for Facebook and all that stuff. Um, Working through all that seems to be getting a lot better.
Yeah.
As
Retail's
far
been
as
like
as far as
it's
the
been
retail
so
side,
good.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta have
yeah.
a good installer for that too. I mean, that's tough.
Right.
Well, right. So, I mean, I'm still doing the installing
Yeah.
on them. I mean, but right, that's something I have to do. I've actually had um a ceramic pro installer. He does PPF and ceramic. I've had him coming over and sanding cars for me at night. Like, come over 2 hours, he's done. I come back over and I finish the car.
Nice.
The next day, which there's something to be said about that.
And you can't get that guy. You can't pull that guy.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, he's like low 20s right now, but I think he's going to Austin, Texas to interview next month because he's a PPF installer. So, I mean,
he's making $22 per hour,
like 22 to 25 bucks an hour.
Yeah, you need to talk to that guy.
Say, all right, I'll start.
I would give him,
if you can do at least a car a day, maybe 2 cars a day, I'll get you to 30 real quick.
Yeah, like that's the thing too. Like you want to ask their goals, and then you want to tell them your goals.
I'd actually guarantee him what he's making.
Right.
Yeah.
And anything above that, I'll pay him a percentage off of each job, and if he beats what he's making.
Yeah, it's like a profit. You call it a profit share, dude. It sounds so great.
Well, because that's what honestly, I do with Yaroslav.
Yeah, it depends on what they want though. Some people want that $30 an hour. That's been a goal of theirs for a long time.
Some people want a guarantee, like they want to say, hey, like I'm cool with making X amount per day. I don't care what the job entails. So that's again, dude, it's just like understanding what this person wants. And if he's like somebody who's really like you really like him and you really think he's gonna fit in your company, then it's kind of like I'm not gonna say make it work for him, because you have to have like your guidelines on how you hire and what what that stuff's gonna look like.
Not when you've lost three. Not when you've even lost three. The last 3 installers. Fuck that, dude. You just make it work for him. That's what I would say. Because, like, honestly, you can grow a company, Dan. Like, you have the office manager who's been around for a long time. You have the dank guy, and you need an installer. You need an installer. Yeah. And if this guy's coming and standing for you at night already, I mean,
he's got a hustle. He's obviously a hustler.
Yeah, that sounds like the conversation already. And I don't think there's anything wrong with
Andy does
making it work for him.
You want to get that dude hyped up, dude? Let's get him on the podcast. We'll get him on.
Yeah, we'll sell him up.
Let's tag team him, right?
Have you had that conversation with him yet, or no?
I've hinted around it. He seems kind of wishy-washy.
Why haven't you had the like? Oh, you're making 22. I could beat that.
I've told him that.
Okay, so that's not a hint. You've told him like I'll hire you and I'll beat it.
I will beat what they're doing, and I even told them like I'll go to SEMA and I'll talk to Ceramic Pro and I will get their film if that's what you want to use. Because
where he's
at, they're not doing any of it. Like they're not selling it. Like they're waiting for a roll of film to show up so they can do an install. It's like no,
they sell the job or the film. Jeez, dude.
You better have that shit on the freaking shelf.
Yeah.
They're just not. They're not a committed business, but that's okay.
No, not at all. And I'm committed. I'm in debt. Like, all right, well, I'll go in debt a little bit more to get these cars out of here to pay off some debt.
Right.
I would say, like if you ask yourself the question, like, oh, I need an installer in the next 3 months, like, how could you solve that problem in 3 weeks? It seems like just after 20 minutes conversation that hiring that guy would solve the problem real quick if he's willing. Those are the kind of questions to ask too, like the job shadowing and that's great, but this guy's already standing car. He's already doing half the job for you.
Right.
And he's doing it after hours on his normal job. So it shows that the kid wants to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it would burn a little bit of a bridge with where he works, but not to the point. I'm not really losing anything from that. You know what I mean?
Burn a bridge for you?
Like a couple cars a year that they'll send over here.
Because they call you for dents, that place?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Like,
it doesn't mean that they won't call you for dents if you're the best dent guy around. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Or the only. I mean, I felt like I burned plenty of bridges with body shops by directly marketing against body shops, but they call me because what other choice do they have?
Exactly.
I mean, there's other companies and they call them too, but like they're the same thing. So, Yeah, I mean, I would say trying to solve
dude, to be honest, like body shops and other shops are used to that. I know we're not used to it because we're in the dent industry.
Yeah, they
And
leave all the
our
time.
guys don't hop around, dude. Those guys are hopping around shop to shop to shop all around the city,
make
and
an
like
extra
every
$2
shop
an
owner
hour to
knows them
paint.
by name,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
this
like,
is even
don't feel bad.
It's like a race shop that he works at.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be,
all like
dude.
BMW service.
You ought to be advertising, getting that guy over there. If he enjoys doing PPF, it's like
And sanding
one
cars.
again, ask him what his goals are. Like, what would he rather do? Would he rather do? If you're a good installer in PPF, it's easy for you to do it. If you're not, it's hard. Same thing with RestorFX. When you get good at it, it's like pushing dents, dude. It's like effortless.
Yep.
So it's like, what does this guy
podcast.
want? Does he want to be wet and like soggy all day, or does he want to just walk in, install some RestorFX and be good, right? If he wants to do both, then that's kind of like a key thing where you can add another service to your business. You already have a phenomenal installer, and he can be the one to like. That's the thing. Like you can offer this guy so much that's enticing. Like if I was him, I'd want to come work
paint
for
that
you.
picture.
Paint it. You got to paint it for sure. Yeah.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, that's a huge one right there. So this is why these calls matter so much, Dan. I mean, I know you've been in the 20 group and we've been coached and done other things all the time. Sometimes just saying stuff out loud. It seems obvious to Ryan and I, like, this is the guy. Like, the people can come job shadow later, but like, this is the guy. He's already he's already working for you. He's already doing half of it. If he can sand a car in 2 hours, that means he can fully prep a car in 4. So you hire him next Monday, he could do 2 cars a day. You install, that's 2 hours out of your day for 2 cars a day. I'm already doing the math. I'm like, this works. This potentially works. So
and if you can install PPF, dude, I think that you can you can do anything in the automotive industry because like I'm a dent guy and I can't, like, I went to school for PPF. Like it is hard. It is a very hard, very particular person has to be able to do that stuff. So like that person fits into all of our businesses at any point.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I don't want to learn how to do PPF. Like
no,
that
like,
was
don't even try it.
Before RestorFX, like I was going down that road and I'm like, no, I don't need, like, I don't want to know how to do it because I don't want to have the service and then I'm stuck doing it. You know what I mean? I don't need another job.
Yeah, you got some jobs there.
I've got enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Josh, he's a good, good kid, good personality, funny as hell.
So when that dude comes in tonight, dude, you better be there and you better
see the guy's name.
Josh. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Two Joshes. Then you just hired Joshes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Right. And a Yaroslav.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably Josh in English.
Yeah, you just call him. You could just call him Josh, dude. So you just have all Joshes.
He'd answer. He's a good shit. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's put up with me for 3 years. He's a good dude. He actually just bought a house. So
working for you? Oh, that's a good feeling, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that always excites me. It makes me feel good, right?
Yeah.
Like even Joe, my past RestorFX installer, went out and bought a car. Got a loan for a car, bought a car. Yaroslav bought a house. I'm like, that's awesome. Like,
that's
good for you.
Big deal.
So it's good stuff.
Yeah.
You doing any other services besides PDR and RestorFX?
No, just ceramic with the
touch. Yes, yeah. Touch up.
You selling products or anything?
Have products. Have not set it up front. Have gave some to customers to try. Like we did ceramic for somebody. I gave somebody some of the ceramic.
You have a lot of car washes in New York?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little juice to keep your business going. That's crazy. Right.
He just needs an installer, man. He's got cars apparently.
Well, we've got a whole franchise here that I could literally send the cars through, pull them in, and coat them because they're like a scratch and sand. You know what I mean? Like every car that goes through it, they come in with scratches all over them, down the sides.
Create a detail package like you can order them on Alibaba. I'm trying to figure out like a legit company to be able to get them from overseas. But you can create a package you can sell to people who get their car washed at that go to car washes. It's going to bring in a ton of business. And it's going to have like the essentials, like just a drying towel. As soon as they come out the car wash, they can hop out, dry the little cracks off. They can have sprays, tire shine, all that stuff, dude. You can sell that stuff in your shop. And it's like whenever you do get your installer and you're starting to ramp up on the retail side, it's gonna bring in a ton of business, a lot. Like we've had so many retail customers come in because we started selling our like all the maintenance line from RestorFX.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. It is insane. Because like
And are
you're trying to compete against the car wash and you're trying to take these people and say, hey, dude, stop, get ceramic on your car and then stop
Yep.
running through a car wash, all that stuff, dude. It's a nightmare trying to deal with that because the ease is just running through a car wash. So it's like, okay, I'm going to turn these thousands of people that run into car washes on a weekend into a customer that's either going to buy product and then at some point they're going to have to come get Restore Effects done because they understand that they're taking the easy way out by getting their car washed by running through a tunnel. But you're the solution to all their problems, right?
Right.
And just that little detail package that you bring in, it keeps you in their mind because they're constantly having to buy that product from you. So when they need you, you're the first person they call.
So you're saying it's like
It's
a car wash detail maintenance or something like that?
Yeah, it's gonna have like it's like a little not a bucket, but it's got a bag like that they can keep in their trunk, and it's gonna have like a drying towel. It's gonna have whatever products you recommend. I recommend like the preserve spray, tire shine, interior cleaner, like the basic stuff. Like you're not asking them to spend a bunch of money up front. I
Right.
think they spend $125 plus tax with us, and they get the package and then
Okay.
they're coming back and restocking, right? But they're constantly calling us and coming back into the business to
Yeah.
get those products. So it keeps them fresh with your company name.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. They're
Yeah.
actually putting another tunnel in right on the other side of our parking lot.
Yeah.
The people that own this building. Like I wanted to get in on the car wash, but it's like
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, it's
money
expensive.
to
Yeah, it's expensive to get
crazy.
into it. But at the end of it, it's like if I know a lot of people who own car washes because we have more car washes than any other state per capita or than a city per capita.
That's so
Um,
funny.
so we're looking at the numbers with all these people we know that own car washes, and I'm like, you're telling me this one car wash is running thousands of vehicles through their tunnels on a weekend. That's not including during the week and all this stuff. That's just high volume days. And
Sure.
I'm like doing the number and I'm like, Jesus, dude, we have tens of thousands of people every week running through a car wash. That's the customers you want, right? Those are the ones you
Yeah.
want coming back in. They're the lifelong customers that you're going to get. So
Yeah.
I know we're looking your first problem is finding installers. Once we solve
Yeah.
that, then you're jumping
We
back
already
into
we already found the installer.
yeah, we figured that problem out. And then you're gonna go into the
Got to seal
dealership
the deal,
world.
right?
You're gonna sell for $600 to get these cars fixed at a dealership. Next goal should be let's move into the retail realm to make not only you more money, but if you're giving profit share to the technician, obviously he's
Yeah.
gonna make more money.
And then let's
Mhm.
define too. You said, I know we talked before we recorded, but you said you wanted to take off. So if you could define taking off 3 to 5 cars a day or a number, that way we have something to work towards specifically.
Yeah, how many guys do you want? Like, how many guys do you think you need for RestorFX to do, let's say, 4 cars
Whatever
a
number,
day?
whatever takeoff means. I know you said it earlier. Whatever
Yeah.
your vision is of it.
Oh, to actually have it take off.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does takeoff mean? Like 10,000 a month, 100,000 a month. I don't know.
I mean, I guess no idea. I would like
Yeah,
to see some profit after
Uh,
paying technicians as we start right now,
for sure.
right?
For sure.
So, I want to see consistency running through the shop.
Yeah.
Um,
So I would say define that now as like 2 cars a day.
yep.
And that
Okay.
would be one technician. Maybe you're installing a little bit here and there, helping out.
Mhm.
And then you have an office manager, Josh, and the technician that are picking, dropping off cars together, probably. I'd probably recommend getting just a runner car.
I have a runner.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you take it to the dealership, Josh's. or Josh and the installer can pick up 2 cars and bring them back, and process them. If he can sand a car in 2 hours, he can then tape and car prep in another hour and a half. Installing's harder.
I have one guy that's doing all that work in one day. He's going to the dealership, he's selling, he's getting the car, he's bringing it back, he's doing it all, and he's learning how to do dents on the side.
Yes.
So it's very possible.
Yeah, I've had a guy who's done pickup cars. We help him because it's only one person, but we'll have an office manager or myself go pick up 2 cars, bring them back to the shop, sand, prep, coat 2 cars. He's not learning dents, but yeah, so it's doable for sure. And I think just building the vision for them is huge. Paying them when they're winning, paying them well. Not waiting for people to leave before you'll pay them better. The guy that I actually hired just now was a photo taker for a dealership, and he came to work for us. And he worked for them for 10 years, taking photos, all that stuff. The second he says he's going to leave for me, they're like, oh, we'll pay you more to stay. He's like, fuck you guys, dude. Like, why didn't you ever, you gave me 10-cent raises here and there, but you never made me feel like you gave a shit before I said I'm going to leave. Now you want, so you could have paid me more the whole time and you just didn't. Like, no, fuck off. So,
and that's all solvable by asking those people on a consistent basis to say, hey, one, how was your work environment? Are you enjoying it? What's happening? And then again, what are your goals? Right.
Yeah.
Letting them know that you care about them. Whatever job this dude's maybe going to take in Austin, this Josh guy, I promise you that company in Austin is not asking him. All they're doing is talking numbers. They're like, this is what your job's going to be. Right. This is what your job's going to be. This is what you're going to get paid. It might sound good to him, but as soon as he hears somebody else talk to him offering, if not the same money, more, to say, hey,
he doesn't have to move across the country.
and this guy's talking to me like a human being, and he cares about me. Like, he cares about my future. He cares about, what I want in my life. When you do stuff like that, it could change a lot.
Love that.
How many technicians do you guys have working for you?
I got one.
You got one now, but they're doing 2 cars a day, so that's good. Or a car a day.
Yeah, this dude will do as many as I tell him. I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to do 4. He'll figure it out.
He'll just stay all night.
Yeah,
he'll cut a bunch of corners.
I don't do that.
Cars.
Well, I pay him per car. So he understands, he makes more money and more cars he does. But there's an end goal for him, and it's not RestorFX. He wants to push dents. So I'm like, I'll give you that. I'm glad
and
you
free
told
training.
me that. Yeah, I'm going to give you that, but I need this in return. I need you to set me up with the people who are going to take your place with RestorFX, the next lead technician, and he needs to be better than you. No offense. I just want the next person to always be better. And he's on that same path. He's like, look, I'll work my ass off. I need to make this amount of money. I gave him that. And then now we're working on the option of, how are we going to get you to pushing dents? That's finding the right person. We're not just going to pull in anybody to come do this next job because it's going to be the face of RestorFX as far as a technician.
Sure.
So we're being real picky, and he understands that. I'm like, look, dude, I know you want to do dents next month and start making money doing that. But that's just not the option. We're gonna pick the right person. So I got him on that same page. Actually, Monday of this week we had that conversation. So those are all the things that you have to keep fresh all the time.
Yeah.
Make sure they're happy, and it's not always about money. It could be the simplest things to them, right? So.
I had 2. I had a guy that was in there for about 4 months training. He's getting better. My installer's he's really good. And he's very picky about stuff. And so our second installer was getting it pretty well, but still having some problems, application lines, things like that, which for wholesale, not ideal, but in the right spots is what it is, right? You can sand some stuff out the next day if it's a drip in the middle of a panel or whatever. But I recently pulled him out to basically run a multi-service repair that I'm doing for a dealership. So he's not doing RestorFX anymore. I have had him go back and forth a couple times. In a small business, like I've realized like I have 7 people that work for me at this point. They all do different things. Like they're they all have to not, I mean, I do have my main dank guys, but they can also do some minor scratch repair. They can also mix touch up with our system and paint touch up. So like depending on the day,
they're kind of a chameleon.
I mean, I mean, mostly do one thing, like 80% one thing, but they also like in a small business, you're just gonna like, I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, I need you to go to this dealership and pick up a car. I need you to go to the body shop and get this. I need you, like, there's gonna be times that you have to do that stuff.
Yep.
That's what I've realized. But so I'm back down to 1, and we're doing 1 to 2, 1 retail car a day or 2 wholesale cars a day. It just depends on what we have at the time.
You're a good installer.
My main guy. My good installer.
He's a relative, isn't he?
Yeah, he's my brother-in-law.
Oh,
yeah, my wife's younger brother.
Yeah, that'd make Thanksgiving weird if you got rid of him.
If I got rid of him, I mean, I'm not going to get rid of him.
He's doing well, so you're not going to.
Doing well, like I keep.
He's going to do well for you. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So I do have a mixing system. I'm pretty sure it's the same that both of you guys have. And
doing name drop it, can we? I don't
know. Doing touch ups, brush touches and stuff like that. I've been really liking it with the RestorFX with bigger chips, being able to fill them and sand them within 20 minutes.
Yeah, with the wrap, with just the quick clear stuff.
Just keep it going. Been great system. Like, I'm really happy with that. I know Ryan K's talking about doing blow-ins and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a skill set though, dude. That's a skill set.
That's a whole nother ball of wax. Like, what's the personality test for like that? Like
yeah, honestly, dude, I
can do it. I'm an ex-painter / body guy, frame guy, but I don't want to do it.
You can't do it. Yeah. Yeah. I've always hired off of people that I know or people that I know that they know. I've always done that. I'm based off feel. That's working for me, but it wasn't working for you. But everyone has different skill sets. I bring my wife in too, and she's very good at that stuff too. And so there's been people where I've not interviewed again because she's like, no. But women are like that. Women are like that. And so I've hired based off of that. I'm like, I can train you to do stuff. Like, as long as you're like a good dude and you work hard and you're humble and you're not going to think you know better than me and everything, or have a problem with this or that. And I can pick that up in a day's work. Like, come work with me if you can keep up with me and go my pace and understand how fast I'll tell you to do this. Oh, wait, never mind this. In business, things are changing. Like, you think the day's set, and then 2 hours in, you're like, just kidding. New prioritization. My best dealer called me, and now you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like okay, this guy's getting pushed for this car and whatever. And so if you can keep up with that for a day and still want to come back and have a good attitude and stuff, that's worked for. I can train you to sand a car. I can train you to RestorFX. I can train you to do touch up. I can train you to do all that shit. But I just gotta like you. You just gotta like the system. You just gotta like what it looks like. So that's how I've done it. But so far so good. I have 2 guys currently right now that are job shadowing. One is job shadowing on the multi-service repair side of things to go help with all that at the dealership, and then the other one is shadowing in the shop to apply RestorFX as a secondary guy. So that's I'm always doing that. I'm like part-time, non-committal, work hourly. If you could fit it in here and there, or, people, it's weird. Like this guy, like some people work on Saturdays and they have Tuesday off. I'm like, there's your day. If you're not willing to do it, then that's fine too. Just stay in your normal life forever. And I'll teach them slowly and steadily. And then eventually I'm like, hey, I've talked to you. I can tell what you want. I can see you're a good worker, all that stuff. Here's the offer. Let's do it. And that's exactly what Josh is to you right now. It's basically what you've been doing my strategy, maybe unknowingly or whatever, or subconsciously. And now's the time to make the offer, especially if he's making less, you could pay him more. He's already willing to change jobs. He's going to Austin. I mean, as far as I know, no one wants to move across the country necessarily. Unless they have
he doesn't really care for New York.
Okay. Yeah. I'm saying, Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying
political wise, things.
Yeah.
but
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Austin's the same shit, dude.
Austin ain't any better than you.
Yeah, get out of here.
All my people are out there. Okay, all my people are out there.
Yeah, New York is the cooler California. Is all it is.
Is it cooler? You mean like
cooler
temperature-wise?
Temperature-wise. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty cool out here, bro. What you talking about? Damn, we're cool. Got Hollywood. Shit.
Shit.
Shit. So yeah, I would say so we're looking to do like 2 cars a day with a tech and an office manager. So my challenge to you would be like to have that conversation with Josh for sure. Like that seems number one, no doubt.
That's first up.
Yeah. And all the people that are listening that don't get to have this conversation with someone that you know, whether it's your spouse or another business friend or something, and have these conversations, because stuff gets uncovered just by talking about it. Just have a 30-minute lunch with somebody, and then hopefully as you're saying it, you can realize, or maybe they'll be aware enough to point out, hey, there's something right there that looks like it could really work out for you. Let's pursue that, instead of like, sometimes in business owners, we like feel like it's supposed to be harder. Like we want it to make it harder. So you're like, I got a job shadow, I got to do this, all that stuff. But like, this guy's coming at night standing cars for you already, and you like his work. Like, that's easy. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's do it. How much you make? 22? How about 26? Let's go. If you can do 2 cars a day, I'll give you 30. Simple. Like it's not, and there's plenty of money in that for you. Plenty. Or if he's even hungrier, I'll pay you per
more than there is right now.
More than there is right now, which is 0. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Even if he comes in at like 2 cars a day and he ends up staying 10-hour days, multiple days, and he's frustrated with it, then he can just prep cars, and you can help him apply. Great time to talk to somebody. Whatever. I guess you can't talk with the mask on, but not that anybody wears it. I mean, of course they do.
I was like, what?
You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to talk in that thing. If you're wearing it.
Yeah, that thing.
Because you're wearing it every time.
Yes.
And so, I would say challenge
out
that.
there, they probably come around and check and make sure you're wearing it. Out here, they don't care about us.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, as far as like immediate goals,
unless it's a sickness, we're not wearing a mask.
If it's immediate goals right off the top, 2 cars a day, hire somebody to help do that. I mean, this is a very achievable goal in the next 3 weeks.
Yep.
Super achievable. From our perspective. The details are harder. Having the conversations, making it, convincing him to leave, selling him on the dream, that's all harder. But from our perspective, it's doable. So that's what I'd say step number 1. Once we get to that, we can start getting to the point, like you opened up with like multiple shops, scalable business, all that type of stuff. And I do believe that it is. But this is step number 1.
You got to have the right team. Like in order to grow to that level, you have to have the right team. And that's the biggest goal for any business owner, is to literally create a team that is all on the same page, that understands the goal for everybody. And like you can tell people till they're blue in the face. And I guess because I chose the wrong people in the beginning, that's why I lost everybody. The goal was to start these guys off at prep technicians and move them along the company as we grew. I'm like, if you're fit and you do the right job, I can get you to be a regional manager if that's what you want. But I have to have 3 and 4 and 5 locations. Like I can't make you a regional manager and we're not regional, right?
Yeah. That's nice. That's my process to these guys too. Like I have 7 people now, so I'm like just tipping over into like, okay, now I almost have like people that work for me that have like under another person almost, like this guy, you're under this RestorFX guy, you're under this Dank guy, like a little bit, not a ton. Like I probably get like 12, 15 is more like manager type people. But like these guys, like if you're good now and you stay with me and you learn and you grow, like you're the people that would be put in those positions. You know what I'm saying? Like you were in the beginning, you came with us, you did the hard work, you did all that. So you're earning you still got to be qualified. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to get it because I am in California, but I believe in merit based. So yeah, those are the people I want to put in those positions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Like this guy, Josh, hustler, working after hours, all that type of stuff. Like Let's do this together. We'll keep growing. And then you got to show it to him like, hey, the more you install on all these cars, the more I can be out there getting work in here for us, so we can get a second guy and then a second location and then a second guy for that location. And then you can run this little thing,
Right.
That's
correct.
And that, I mean, it takes years. It still takes years, but
getting the one to actually function. Right.
Yes, for sure.
Like,
100%.
right.
Yeah.
Like I'm building the reputation slowly with the brutal beatings that I get every day here.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then once I get the team, great, we can kind of take off. But getting that team, if
you're at the hardest,
people to do the work,
hardest part of
starting. You got
something
2 people
big.
working for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like finding the first people you put in business is the hardest people you're ever going to hire.
Mm-hmm.
The ones after that, I'm not saying that they're irrelevant, because everybody's relevant. Your business is only as good as the people you hire.
And if you only have 7 to 10 people, they all matter.
Right. Everybody's always going to matter, but it's like the first ones that you hire are going to be the ones that matter the most. And that might be a harsh reality, but it is.
Mm. No, he knows. Dan knows more than anybody, for sure.
Yeah.
That's been.
We're talking about
if you choose the wrong people right now, you'll be in the same position I was in first of the year. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I got put all my eggs in my basket.
And that's
with
what
these
I'm really
guys.
nervous about. Because this will be my 4th RestorFX technician.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the first time this happened to Dan. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And the first person that I chose, he worked at a golf course. He was a maintenance guy.
Yeah.
Like
I remember that.
That didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it didn't work out at training. So
yeah. So I think our plan on this is like every 3 to 4 weeks, probably every month, every 4 weeks or so, we'll come back. The challenge for now is like talk to Josh for sure, talk to the other 2. Let's get someone on board, and then we'll use some ideas for us, like Ryan has, and stuff about how to train him quick to get him to install. And I mean, and honestly, like if you could find another dealer that's not Mercedes or BMW to do some cars on, that'd be let's get some Kias and some Toyotas in there too, so that they can make some mistakes and still ship them. You know what I mean?
I was doing Subarus when this
okay, great.
used car manager was over there.
You leave a little line or something on a Subaru, like and the cars we're doing, they're $20,000 cars, 24.
Right.
They're not $60,000 MLs or whatever.
Like a $90,000 used car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't let that leave your shop if it's not basically perfect. But your first guy isn't going to be like that. So let's get 60% Subarus and Toyotas in there, and 40% of the high end stuff. And if you do a high end thing, that's 1 car a day, not 2. Instead of make sure it's like dialed in type of thing.
Same with our, like, I think I do more retail cars and then the high end cars than anything.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll just have to be there for those in the beginning. But if you have a den guy and you have an office manager and you have someone doing majority of prep work, you can be there for that stuff. You can show your face. Yeah. You can help for this hour here, this 2 hours here. You can also sell. You can also take some phone calls, quote some cars like that. I think with 3 people, a den guy, an office manager, and the installer, you can play all of those roles for sure. A couple hours of each day, couple hours of the day, each thing. So that's my opinion. You got any questions for us specifically? Or did we
I think we've kind of covered everything.
Okay, perfect.
Well, keep shooting us some questions. Like as you get them, we got that text thread. Just keep shooting them to us.
Yeah.
And then like next time we jump on, we'll definitely we'll tackle those for sure. We'd like to keep up with Josh. We want to know what's happening.
Well, I would really like him to come on because it would be an easy training.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But what makes me nervous is he is a detailer as well. Like everybody says, don't hire a detailer.
Yeah, but he's not a regular detailer. His dude does paint protection film. That's a very, very particular person. So it's just you just got to get him excited.
I mean, he can polish.
Do you really think that you can't train a detailer to do RestorFX? I disagree.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I did. That's what Joe was.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I think it's
So-
really hard, to be honest, but
Yeah, but I think the good people like I know
they need to reverse their brain.
All of us.
RestorFX.
I think you and I think you, all three of us in this room, can go do a $600 door dent on a high end car and make it absolutely perfect, and then go to the dealer and drill a hole in the quarter panel and push it out for $75. We can both do that, and they're both legitimate services that are priced accordingly, and they get what they paid for. Both ways.
Yep. Yeah.
A detailer can do that too. And if they can't, they haven't been taught the right way. Like they can do it. I personally believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a time and a place for absolute perfection work. And I want that. See, I would actually prefer that, because I want them to be able to do the 100%, and then just, it's even easier to take it back. Because if you can have someone that can do a full paint correction, make something look perfect, all that stuff 100%. And I'm like, yeah, I need like 75% on these wholesale cars, because then you could do 2 cars a day. And I'm not even saying it's bad work. It's not bad work. Like with RestorFX, it makes life so much easier. You sand quicker, you prep the car, and you apply to a car. The application will cover up way more than they think it will. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it's just learning lessons on that. But yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think it's impossible. I don't even hate the idea of and I know that Ryan and them had said that and stuff too, but I think it's a very doable thing for sure. I just wouldn't let that, I wouldn't let that stop you from hiring this guy, because it sounds like a really prime position to be in. So keep us updated on that in our group chat for sure.
And you're thinking like price point wise, like start him at what he's at, like 25, and then
I would say, as a business owner, I'm always going to try to paint a vision for him. And so the last guy I hired, I gave him a raise to come over here, and I painted a vision of how he can make another $5 to $10 an hour and what that looks like and how we're going to get there. And what's my part in doing that for us? Because the more money you make, the more money. I'm not paying you $30 because I'm making less money. Like, I'm going to pay you more when I make more. So here's how I'm going to make that happen. And then here's how you're going to make that happen. And we're both going to do those things. If you catch me slipping, be like, hey, why are you golfing 4 times a week? I thought we were doing this thing together. Thought you were getting me cars, If you're paying your tech per car and you're not getting cars there, like,
that's a problem.
That's a problem. So I would say, find out what his goals are, find out what he's making. If you can bump it up a little bit, great. But like, here's what I need from you. I've hired other people. Here's what I need from you. When you get there, this is what's on the table. And if you don't know how to get there, I will show you how to get there. Like, I'll give you the tools, like the physical tools and the mental tools, to be like, some panels don't need RestorFX. You do a whole car, some don't need it. Skip the panel and polish it the next day. It takes 5-10 minutes. So there's ways that you can get away with you don't have to restore an entire car if it doesn't need it, or whatever. So there are some
emblems or something. There's a bunch of scenarios.
Deck lids, like, stop trying to go around the 4 different things, because just polish that. It's usually, they're not super bad anyways, because the sides are the worst, so there are ways that we can, and he's like, but I want everything to be perfect. And you're like, yeah, I appreciate that. I'll tell you when that car needs to be perfect. Okay, $90,000 car. They just sold it. The Mercedes dealer gave a due bill or a WIO to come back. That one, I need perfect. The Subarus that we do 2 a day, I need them like a wow factor overall appearance. And so,
like all the BMWs and Mercedes that I do, I'm pulling the badges off the back.
Exactly.
The gates
for sure.
Making templates. Last thing I want to see is
charging for it. Should be
not at the $600.
You're not charging extra at $600. You're pulling. Damn, that's impressive. The $600 is the base price, because if you go do a Subaru, it's $600. But if you want me to do these cars, I'll still do it for $600. But the additional things I do on top of that, I got to get paid for, because you won't be able to do 2 cars a day at that rate. If you're making, if you're pulling badges off and redoing them, because even just taking a badge off takes 2 seconds, but getting all the glue off is the worst part. And then putting it back on and everything. Half the time you can't reuse the badges, let's be honest. I mean, you can stick it back on there, but they're not.
Yeah, I've had pretty good luck.
Yeah, okay, nice.
The way we're doing them, but
so yeah, that's what I would say. I would have the conversation with him if he's coming in tonight or the next day to sand cars. Be like, look, I know you're going to Austin. You've worked for me here for a while. I appreciate what you do. I like your work. I'd love for you to come work for me. How much you're making, what are you looking at? And I got some ideas of how we can maybe increase that. Here's what I want. And here's how I'm going to help you get there. Like, I'm not just going to be like, you have to do all of this. And the second you do that, then I'll give you $3 more an hour. It's like, but like, here's how I'm going to, we get to 2 cars a day. All you got to do is prep cars. I'm going to go out there and get all the cars and bring them to the shop for you, or get them to the shop for you, whether it's you and or Josh and everybody get them. And then you do that, you make more money.
Right.
That's how I'd approach it. That's basically what I did with the last guy I hired.
The 2 guys I have coming in, they're fine at starting at 20 an hour, and then
I'll take one baller at 30 an hour than 2 shitty at 20 an hour.
Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's already standing cars for you, dude. Like,
yeah. Well, I already know his skill sets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's potential PPF opportunities there and things like that too. Like, I love that hire way more than I do.
Oh yeah. Like,
someone working for 20.
I would pull the trigger for a plotter and everything. I could have Lamar in here tomorrow.
Yeah. There you go. Like, perfect. That's awesome.
Eastman Kodak Products. We're in Rochester. Kodak is right here.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's a Facebook post right there. Use this as an Eastman Kodak product, like, it's easy.
All right. Well, that's my plan. You got anything to add to that, Ryan?
I don't, dude. Y'all got it pretty down pat. Update us. Keep us updated.
Yeah,
they're doing the chicken dance in there, and he's missing.
I know. He's like, oh shit.
I gotta go hop in a shower, dude.
He's like, oh, dollar dance.
All right, guys. Fun times. We'll do this again in a couple of weeks.
Great talking to you, and I will stay in touch with you guys through the group message as well.
Sounds good. Sure. See you on the next one.
All right, guys. Take care. Thanks.
Later.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Masters of Recon podcast. If you're getting value from this podcast, then please subscribe to the show and give us a review so others can find our show as well. And if you haven't joined the discussion yet, then go find us over at Masters of Recon Facebook group to join the weekly discussion. See you all next time.